There's a new Jackass movie that came out recently, and I haven't seen it because I haven't thought those clowns were funny since I was a dumb college kid and Jackass aired on MTV, but the one-trick ponies are trying to milk a few more dollars out of their stupidity with their latest movie, Jackass Forever, and when Johnny Knoxville was promoting it on Howard Stern's show, he made a very interesting admission.
Was there pressure on you in these modern times to come up with a more diverse cast? I remember the original Jackass was a bunch of white boys. I see there were 2 new members who are black, and there's a woman in the Jackass crew. Did someone say, hey, man, we're behind the times here. You've got to it's got to be more inclusive?
We knew we wanted new talent because it would probably look weird if it's just all the old guys.
No, what's weird is when you do a reunion show, you're supposed to bring back all the old cast members together again. You don't introduce some new token diversity hires. Of course, Howard Stern is irrelevant. At this point, I probably have more viewers than he has listeners, which is what happens when you go from a cutting-edge shock jock and the king of all media to a social justice warrior sellout who is supporting mandatory COVID vaccines.
When are we going to stop putting up with the idiots in this country and just say, it's mandatory to get vaccinated? F*** them, f*** their freedom. I want my freedom to live.
But despite becoming the very thing that he once railed against in the 1980s and 90s, an establishment shill, deep down inside there was still a remnant of the old Howard, and he knew that there was something different about the new Jackass movie, and that at the studio's direction, they had to add the token black guy for diversity. And by the way, what kind of man sits like this? That's not how a man sits, but I guess if you've seen Jackass, then you know what Johnny Knoxville and his friends like to do to each other's private parts, and I doubt his works anymore. But it's not just the cast of Jackass that progressives fear contains too many white people. After the COVID lockdowns finally started ending and people were able to get back into the office, CBS News did this report: why many black employees don't want to return to the office.
Well, as more Americans get vaccinated and the world opens up, more people are returning to the office. However, one demographic is reluctant to get back into the office. New reporting from our CBS Money Watch team found black employees working in predominantly white workplaces are listing several reasons why they do not want to return to the office. What are some of the main reasons black employees are hesitant to go back to the office? What were you hearing?
Well, good morning, Anne-Marie. So when you talk about some of the main reasons, it really boils down to the workplace is sort of this quasi-hostile environment for Black Americans where, sometimes in meetings they feel slighted. Sometimes their coworkers say things that's offensive, either racially or gender-wise. And what they are trying to do is avoid being in that environment in the first place, so they can completely not have to deal with that. So there's particular reasons why each individual Black American wants to avoid the office going forward. But in its totality, they're trying to avoid a place where they don't feel comfortable and they don't feel welcome at some points.
That's a real CBS story reporting that the black people they surveyed don't want to work with white people, and instead of deeming them racist, they're framing it as if they're the victims because their white coworkers exist. But thankfully, people are getting tired of this black fragility, anti-whiteism, and other wokeness, and the Democrat Party is in shambles, and they know that they're going to lose the majority in the House and the Senate come the midterm elections this November, and they don't know what to do about it.
2 top Biden aides tell NBC News, moving forward, the president will double down on his attempts to draw a sharp contrast with Republicans, including on social flashpoints like abortion, and he will continue to try to paint some in the GOP as ultra MAGA, a term Democrats developed with focus groups over 6 months.
The great MAGA king.
MAGA Republicans.
The ultra MAGA Republicans.
But some Democrats worry that swipe is failing to resonate, with some Republicans embracing it.
Oh, we're embracing it. In fact, I put it on a t-shirt so I could wear it like a badge of honor. Order yours from my online store at markdice.com or click the link in the description below. Like all of my designs, Ultra MAGA is available in a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie, and a whole bunch of different colors as well. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check it out.
And now I think we're going to go to Ultra MAGA. Our country was ultra prosperous, ultra secure, and ultra successful. The most successful our country's ever been.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.